Well, in other news now, Kathy Hochul formally introduces herself to the people of New York this afternoon, not as the ribbon-cutting lieutenant governor, but as the person whose mission is to heal the state after months of scandals.
CBS 2 political reporter Marica Kramer joins us now with more on all of this. Marica.
Well, Mary and Chris, in the halls of the state capitol, lawmakers are saying the king is dead, long live the queen. But as Kathy Hochul makes her debut as the first woman to rule the state, task one may be to show she's the anti-Cuomo, not a person who dictates, rather a person who negotiates.
Today is likely the biggest day of Kathy Hochul's life. She has to project confidence. She has to project the sense that things are going to change and be under control.
Buffalo native Kathy Hochul is becoming New York's instant governor during turbulent times. Not only is she taking over from a control freak whose reputation was besmirched by numerous scandals, sexual harassment being just one, but she will have to guide the state through the ongoing pandemic and the state's economic recovery. Political expert Hank Scheinkopf says Hochul would go a long way in establishing herself as the new top dog in town by announcing leadership changes. Target 1, replacing Health Commissioner Howard Zucker.
She's got to show some motion that she's making change from what existed during the Cuomo years. First move, goodbye Howard Zucker. He's got to find another job. Howard Zucker will be blamed for the chaos of the nursing homes. One way to start new is to get rid of him immediately.
There will be a lot of pandemic-related decisions to make. If Governor Cuomo doesn't try to beat her to the punch before he leaves, new masking requirements, schools reopening. She will also need to show that her ascendancy will mean a culture change in Albany, a willingness to work with lawmakers and compromise.
She also has to protect a bit of humanity. What does that mean? She will work with the legislature. The days of pounding on the table are over. No more threats.
The 62-year-old Hochul will also have to work with the legislature to decide whether to pursue articles of impeachment against her former boss. Some feel an impeachment trial would just subject the state to more chaos and that it's best to close the book on Andrew Cuomo. But the Assembly Republican Conference wants to go full bore ahead, especially where it concerns nursing homes. We intend to hold Governor Andrew Cuomo accountable on behalf of his victims, including the 15,000 innocent lives lost in nursing homes, Republican members of the Judiciary Committee said in a statement. The committee will meet in Albany Monday to decide next steps. Meanwhile, Hochul's ascendancy is being hailed.
I think it's noteworthy that the first woman governor is being brought in to clean up a mess made by a man.
Well, in the days ahead, the new chief executive will have a lot of decisions to make. The governor has hundreds of people who work for her and numerous appointments. In New York City, people are wondering what she'll do about the MTA, where 2 of Andrew Cuomo's appointees were mentioned in the Attorney General's report. Mary and Chris?
Still a lot more items to come out of this news story, right?
Indeed.
Okay, Marcia, thank you very much.